Hey, I bet it, y'all. You got Hawg. Thanks for stopping by. I'm your Southern Diablo IV resource. Let's talk about the Occultist and the itemization and stuff like that you can do in Diablo IV. It actually is pretty in depth, regardless of what some of the crybabies have said in some of the reviews. So let's check it out. So you see behind me here, obviously the game's down, so I'm going to try to piece together a lot of the game footage that I found and talk to you about the items and stuff like that. But behind me is the Occultist. You see her up there in the mini-map. It's actually a man. I don't know why I called him a her. I misgendered him. His name is Damon. I guess that's how I'm going to say it. D-E-M-Y-A-N. Demon? Damon? Deman? Demyan? Demyan, I like that. Demyan, I like that better. Let's call him Demyan. So we go over here to Demyan, and he can do a couple different things for us. So he can actually extract legendary powers off of an item, and he can imprint legendary items or legendary aspects. So I guess I ought to tell you, when you extract a legendary power, it turns into what's called an aspect. And it actually goes into a separate tab in your inventory, your player inventory. It's called Aspects. When you extract that particular legendary power, it will destroy the item and take the aspect and put it in your inventory. So let's say, you're going to notice as you're playing, especially in the open beta, because it's only level 25, you're not going to find like super OP powerful items or uniques or anything like that. You're going to notice that you find a lot of the same stuff. So like your basic skills increase the damage of your core skills, for example, or whenever you deal direct damage while berserking, you inflict 52% of the base damage dealt. Stuff like that, okay? For an example, let's say you find 3 of those swords. They all have the same legendary power or whatever, okay? You can actually extract those powers off and save them for later. For any character across your account, for any time later on or whenever you want to use it. That's where the secret ability of this, the itemization and all this, everyone was saying it's boring. We haven't even scratched the surface of it. You're actually going to be able to make some super OP items. You can actually take a rare and craft a rare and make it a legendary and keep all the same stats that it had. That's what's killer to me. So if I found a rare that had +4 to skills, +2 to defensive skills, and that's what everybody doesn't understand. If you haven't played Diablo 2 before, you don't understand that +2 to skills or +3 or whatever the affix is to those certain skills. That is an unbelievable amount of power that it gives you. If you find a weapon that has +2 to all skills, or +2 to offensive skills, or +2 to core skills, however they're going to word it, you're going to want to save that rare. And then if you've got an aspect, you can put a legendary on that. The other nice thing about these aspects, they don't have to go right back on the item that you pulled it off of. So if you find, let's say you already have a badass 2-handed weapon and you have another one that drops. Okay, well, I don't want to use that. I already got a good weapon. But you can pull the aspect off and you can actually put it on a 1-hand, a 2-hand, an amulet, or a ring. That's what you can do with rares. So that's what they were talking about, a couple months ago. And they said, you're going to want to keep your rares and it's not more than just let's look for an item and cash it, throw it away. Speaking of cash, okay, you're going to need gold. Gold's very, 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 very important in Diablo 4. Save your damn gold, whatever you do.
It's mine! It's mine, you hear me?
You're going to want to sell a lot of this stuff. So a little trick that I do at the blacksmith, I'll go salvage the stuff that has a little pickaxe next to the item icon. If it has that little pickaxe, then that means that you don't have the transmog for it. So it's just like in Diablo 3 where you had a bunch of transmogs. You salvage the item, you get the transmog. If you don't have that transmog, it's going to tell you. If you do have the transmog, it will not show that little pickaxe. Then you're free to sell it. But you just have to be careful and you have to pay attention and you have to kind of pre-plan for what you're going for. Now, y'all, I can't tell you what the strategy is right now. I can't tell you what to do, how to do it, whatever. All I can do is tell you the basics because the game's not out yet. All we're doing is playing a demo, basically, and getting a touch of what's going on. But the main thing to take away from this is pay attention to all your items. And it's not, you have to stop looking at it through the Diablo 3 lens. You're not going to need a bunch of Veil crystals. As from what we can see right now, you're not going to need a bunch of those materials. You're really going to need a lot of gold. It's gold to reset your tree. It's gold to imprint. It's gold to extract. It's gold, gold, gold. So that's the best advice I can give you is to salvage what you need for your transmogs, sell the rest. Sell, 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 sell. There is a way to, just like in Diablo 3, you had the Mystic. You can do the same thing here. You can re-roll your items. It's the only difference that I found so far is you're not able to see what potential, like in Diablo 3, you could click the little eye next to it and it would tell you what all it could roll for. We don't have that going on right now in Diablo 4, so y'all, I highly recommend while you're playing these betas, submit the feedback. All you got to do is hit escape. You'll see a little red button that says report bug. That's all you got to do. Give them feedback. You don't have to just report a bug there. There's an area to give them feedback and tell them, hey, we want to know what other items or what other slots could be put here. Not items, but what other stats could be rotated in. But everything you want to do with your items is here at the Occultist. He does unlock at 25, I believe. Y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's either 20 or 25, or if you unlock a codex. That's really it. I mean, Lizveth. Let's talk about Lizveth for a minute. Lizveth is the new Kadala, if you will. To me, she's already a lot better. She's got her own shack, and she's just a lot less sketchy looking to me. She's already given me a pretty good bit of items. You use these, I call them mummy orbs. Forget kind of the Orbolith, I think is the name of them. I have to go look and show you. But you go down there and gamble. It's just like blood shards that we had in Diablo 3. You go over there, you gamble, and she gives you items. It's very simple, except instead of Kadala, her name's Lizveth. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. Make sure that you kind of get as much information as you can about the beta coming up. It's not hard to get to 25. You're going to have plenty of time to do whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're prepared and you understand what's going on with the game, so you're not spending, an hour or 2 hours trying to, figure out what to do. Y'all, the transmog and customization system is, I love it. You can just select different things. It's just a more advanced system on Diablo 3, and you see the amount of potential close slots and all we got. Like, I love this. The amount of customization they're letting you do is something we've never seen in any kind of Diablo game before. It's just mind-blowing. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the item system. I think it's badass. I also think that if you think the item system is just finding another item that's +2 to stats, that's not at all. You haven't even played enough. That's all I can say about it. The item system we hadn't even scratched the surface on. Remember, there's ultimates. Not ultimates. I don't know why I keep. Is that what they called? Ultimates? I reckon that's what I'm gonna call them now. Ultras or ultra rares or uniques or whatever the hell they're calling them. They drop, and you can craft and add on. There's stuff we don't even know about yet because the game hadn't dropped. So, you guys needing a good community to run with, make sure to join my Discord. Links in the description. That's for the House of Hawg. We ain't mild. We wild over there. It's a Diablo 2, Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 3, Diablo 4 community. We got players from all forms, walks of life, and all experience levels over there. So if you're a top-notch, badass player all the way down to a brand new noob, we welcome you in. We also got clans in Diablo 3, Diablo 4. Unfortunately, they stay full, so it's best to join the Discord. I reckon I won't have to get some feeder clans going, or some extra clans going for Diablo 4 to make sure everybody's got a spot, because man, that filled up fast. I'm talking about a minute after I opened it. I started getting invites, and then 12 hours later, the whole clan was full. So that's wild. Y'all are awesome. Thanks so much for 2K subs. Make sure to hit like, subscribe. If you want to be a Patreon, make sure to follow us in the description there. Links right there for you to do that. Big shout out to Eros and Eva and the Andys for being our Patreons. Y'all are awesome. And we'll see you next time. Appreciate y'all.